of the interesting aspects about the gospel is that in the early chapters of all four accounts, we see Jesus recruiting people. Have you ever noticed how simple his recruiting speeches are? Follow me. Obviously, it was not his oratorical ability or persuasional ability that produced this effect. There was something going on beyond his speech, because the accounts are really very meager. And when you think in terms of men and women being ripped right up out of their lives, walking away from their tools. In one case, Matthew walked away from his bank. Just evidently just left the safe open and walked away. 4 of the apostles walked away from their jobs as fishermen. Just left the boats and the equipment and everything lying there. Now, something pretty profound has to happen for people to just walk away from their identity and from their livelihood and from their resources. I mean, you just don't do that unless something really profound has happened. What I think happened was that he saw the pearl and they saw the pearl. He saw the treasure and they saw the treasure. He saw the treasure in them and they saw the treasure in him. And they heard it when he came by. And they just had to become part of it. So one of the interesting aspects about the first phase of discipleship is that it begins with a recruitment at some level that seems to be more subliminal than overt. Someone likened it to a Pied Piper coming through town and people hear the melody. Or a drummer that comes through and we end up marching to a different beat. I suppose those images are valid, but my perspective is that they just saw something that was greater than they were, greater than the hopes they had, greater than the plans they had, greater than anything they'd ever experienced before. That when those men saw Jesus and Jesus saw those men, they were so enamored of him, so in love with him, so intensely responsive to him that they could do nothing less than turn away from all of their other preoccupations and just move towards him. So the very first stage of discipleship is seeing Jesus and being seen by Jesus. Before anything happens, you have to see Jesus and be seen by Jesus. And that's exactly what happened to the